Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to NBC Sports for the Interzone. We're into round two after a bit of a rain problem yesterday. I don't know if people around Sydney and coastal New South Wales have noticed, but it was a bit wet. About close to 75 mil of rain overnight. Green's still looking good. Lots of water around though, so it may be a little slower today, but that's all right. I'm Benny Two Shoes. I'm your host for today, and I'll probably be joined by some special guest commentators as we go along. But we're watching Zone 8 versus Zone 9. Specifically on this rink, it's the David Quigley rink from Zone 8, along with Timothy Crampton, Darryle Miller and Jonathon Watson. Their opponents, Matty Blackburn, Scott Sheppard, Michael Cleaver and Matthew Harris. And that should be what should be a wonderful contest. Next door, the next two teams from Zone 8, Matthew Thornton, Christian Morgan, Sean Smith and Wes Kiley against John Campton, Stephen Ashdown, Stephen Kerr and Stephen Giddon. That's way too many Stephens in one team. They've got another Stephen in the next team too. Maybe they should have organised that so they had all four Stephens. But Zone 8, Craig Shaw, Adam McIntyre, Corey Hazel and Brett White versus James Brown. Wow. Rowan Dennis, Mark Alexander and Stephen Lowe. James Brown. That could be another one from my list of brilliant names in bowls. All right. So importantly, we've changed the. We've had to change. We'll lose a game, so it will mean that the top sides of each ladder will go through in each section, and not the top two as we have had for the seniors and as we were hoping for. So I'll just jump on the camera as these guys get going. Here we go. Plays pretty much underway. So at the moment, in Section 1, which we're actually watching here, it's still obviously anyone's game, and only in round 2. Zone 1 and Zone 2 were the winners in that one with 2 rinks each. Zone 8 and Zone 9 at the bottom with 1 rink each. That's Section 1. Section 2, Zone 12 and Zone 5 are on top, 9 points and 8.5 points. Zone 4, 1.5 and Zone 15 on 1. Section 3, Zone 16 and Zone 13 on top with perfect scores of 10. Very similar score difference too over Zone 7 and Zone 6. And in Section 4 over at Dundas Sports, or Dundas Club Dundas I think it's called. Zone 10 and Zone 14 on top with 10 and 9 respectively. Zone 3 won a rink. And Zone 11 yet to score. So this morning, as I said, the green looking a bit soggy as you'd expect. Greenkeepers out working very, very hard. They're still here watching on their precious greens to make sure they go okay. It should be an amazing day. Well, like I said, the sun's shining, so what could go wrong? The voice of God behind me says, don't say that. Knock on wood. Get all your superstitions out. That's exactly right. So Matty Harris there chasing his bowl down. I was speaking to him before. Former triathlete, semi-professional, teacher now. Focusing hard on his bowls. And the leads have done a fair job. Yep, 3 good back bowls, 1 up the front. Short ends of the go. The we're discussing up there too. They don't want the guys to go tee to tee. A little bit damp. Talbot, welcome. Tavita, welcome. That looks amazing. I wish I could say it. And Jeff Frank, good morning as well. So, what better way to spend your Sunday morning? I just realised it's Sunday. Then spending the day watching the bowls. And it's pretty chilly out there as well, with some of the guys saying they don't usually play in jackets, but they definitely have them on. That breeze, the little breeze out there is really quite cold. I'd just like to thank Andrew Lynn yesterday for taking over while I had to run off to an important meeting. And he did a good job in the morning. He's a busy, busy man here at these events, as you can imagine. Oh, this is a brilliant bowl. I didn't get the skid. Yeah, that's the breeze. That's about the extent of it. It's a great place to come for your Sunday. Come and have a look at the all the kids there in the back. Great for your families. Come watch some bowls. Enjoy the refreshments. The boys been well briefed to stay out of the head and they're having a bit of fun with it there. Oh, a little touch on and away it goes to the jack. That's fantastic. Scotty Sheppard, huge bowl. Oh, that one just crossing over, pumping that one up. I can't see whose bowl that is at the moment. Shadow's a bit funny right now. It's actually good out there chatting today about the amount of people out there doing streaming for their zones and their clubs, and it's brilliant. I love it. More of it, the better. Fleur Wanderer, welcome. Good luck to all the players. Andrew Fogwell, good morning, mate. Mark Jones, watching from Bali. Whoa. Oh, not quite making it. And Seymour, it's another great day for bowls. You're not wrong. Like I said, a little chilly. You can see the players in the background just chucking on a jacket there. He's but better than yesterday. It was good fun driving around Sydney in the rain, I can tell you now. It was utterly freezing. That's a heavy shot, bouncing through, taking out one, taking out two, and getting the second shot. Didn't quite get number one, I don't think. Moved things around beautifully. That's a great shot. So Matty Blackburn, David Quigley, I'm doing well with words, wandering back to the mat now to have their first shot at this jack. Where's my camera frozen up there? It has. Give me a second, I can fix that. There we go. So I didn't see where that shot went, but yeah, sorry about that, everyone. Camera just froze up for a second, and she's not happy either. Oh, it's gone again. Yep, seems to be working. Interesting. Someone out there playing with my cables, maybe. Well, that's a fair covering shot and end up in a good spot. I think zone 9 still holding one. I could be wrong. Positive weight. Looking at hitting the front one and maybe clearing out that blue one through the gap. Yep, one to zone 9 it is to kick this off. Let's get the scoreboards up. So we'll have scores from around the grounds as we go, but they usually don't start populating them until about the fourth end. So we'll just wait for that, of course. Another short end coming in. Come on, camera. Bright red bowls, they're pretty distinctive, aren't they? Easy to see on the camera. Matty Harris. Yeah, you're not wrong. Warrentown, even they're freezing up, yeah. Who's skipping for Zone 8? Frank's asking. That is David Quigley. Phil Lubke, welcome, mate. Blair Monin, yeah, it is Sunday. Doug Hawkins, everyone's here watching on. No better way to spend your Sunday. That breeze just really kicked up there. I think it's right in the well, not nearly in the players' faces right there. So that'll change things again. While it's a wet surface, it still does turn. Brett Hughes told us that this week about how even when it's damp, this thing still draws. Wow, I love the way those balls flash on the camera. There's Jonathon Watson. Michael Cleaver now for Zone 9. The Niners, they finished off their game this morning, which is why there was a delay, by the way. So the games weren't all finished yesterday. Obviously, anyone that was watching would have seen that. So one of the games, couple of the zones wanted to finish their game, just confirm their position, and they did so this morning. And I think Zone 9 got up. So I'll go through some. Yeah, I did. They definitely did. Oh, a bit loose here at the moment. This looks better if it's got the weight, and I don't think it does. As I said, the breeze is a little tricky this morning. 21 ends to be played on each rink. We get to 63 on the bottom right-hand side on the ends, and that's where we'll want to be. And they've got all their scoreboards backwards by the looks too. So that'll be fun for me as we go. Well, that's all right. We can handle that. 4-0 after 3 to Zone 9 right now. And a couple of good ones in there too. Got a couple there. But, like I said, pretty loose. Lots of room to get to the jack. Blackburn, yeah, good morning. Yeah, it looks good. So I've checked out the weather and checked out the rain. It finished a little bit earlier than I expected, but it's all out at sea at the moment. You guys up north, around Newcastle and up that way are really copping it at the moment. So good luck out there. There's some flooding out west as well, I think, in the northwest. It looks about a little out wide, I think, but around the back to... Oh, and you know what? If it flops, geez, it's a wide-drawing bowl. Not like the master touches that Darren Morrison had yesterday. That was something else. Those grey bowls he was using, they were the widest turning bowl I reckon I've seen. No doubt using him again today, actually. So as they cross, we'll just have a look at the moment. The games right now in round 2. We are clearly watching Zone 8, Zone 9 from Section 1. Zone 1 versus Zone 2 is the game next door. Section 2 is Zone 12 versus Zone 5. Zone 4 versus Zone 15. That's happening on the rink to my left. Out at Dundas, Sports and Recreation Club, Zone 16 versus Zone 7. Illawarra versus South Coast, that's an interesting one. Zone 13 versus Zone 6. And Zone 11 versus Zone 3. And Zone 14 versus Zone 10. That's going to clatter into the front. He's not happy. Well, it's getting a bit worse here for Zone 8. It's 6-0 after 4 ends. the nature of these games is that it does tend to swing, and momentum shifts are pretty big at times. So while they've kicked ahead, they won't be resting on any laurels, I can tell you. Yeah, really good breeze kicking up. I'm just looking at one of my other cameras as wanted to play positive, just ran through a little gap. Oh, this one gets that edge and sits, and it didn't quite. Another disappointed face. Here goes one zone 9 bowl. I'll look for the second. Dancing round and round. Yep, magic fingers. Just the one. One to zone 9. And they go again, 2-0. After 2 here. Next door, Thornton versus Crampton. Excuse me, I'll just get that there. Should be another short end, so I won't have to adjust that much. Middle rink is 3-0 to zone 9. After 2. And the rink furthest along. Two-0 after 1. We should make the big board. Whoops. Well, the Leeds have done well there with their weight at the very minimum. So I know my scoreboards don't reflect what's on the big board, but I have exactly what's written on the scoreboards and exactly what's written on the big board. So I'm not sure what's going on there. And just not updating them all that quickly by the looks on the individual rinks. But yeah, 9-0 after 6 ends. That's a brilliant shot. 2 brilliant shots by the Leeds. That's what we like to see. That's what the players come here for. Talia May, I have no idea how Zone 12 is going at the moment. We'll have to wait. Wait until the scoreboard attendants come up. They haven't even done 4 ends yet, and that's usually when they start putting them up. Yeah, it is in the hunter. There you go, Anthony. Yep. And is that Damien Miller playing with Quigley? I think that it is Darryle Miller in playing second. That's going to cross down in front.
Welcome. All started over there, all good. 84 millimetres later, but they're on the ground.
So we'll have a guest coming in soon. Gav Burston just coming in and having his chat. That'll be nice. Well, this one's going to get the edge and get into the head somehow. Oh, no. Well, that's a bit of a change-up. Couple there, but what a target. Paul Whiteman, morning. Well, it's nice and positive. Wants to hold a little. It's not. Still going to turn. There's a Dreamline XGs, and the amount of water we had last night, like I said, they said about 75 millimetres here. Gab Burson just told me across on the other place at At Dundas Sports and Recreation Club, they had 85. That's a little bit down the road, but also down a little bit lower than us, and that doesn't surprise me at all. That's a lot of water. Greenkeepers have done a magnificent job to get these greens really playable and really turning again. And here comes the heavy shot I expected. Clunks off that. Didn't quite get the sit that he wanted, but still a big target. Still something to aim at. Waiting for some turn here. Little block might be interesting, but doesn't want to necessarily kick Jack away. Well, that might change up the hand for zone 9. Yep, play pretty hard, get through, get the Jack, pump it all the way through to the back. Would be wonderful. It looks narrow. It is turning. Yeah, that's narrow. Pushing that into the ditch might help. Let it go all the way back is the question. Well, it's there. It's now in a catching position. So Dave Quigley just saying, let's do it for him. Push Jack through back a little bit. Make less of a target. Tell you what, he's pretty close. Oh, kicks Jack, grabs Jack beautifully through the front and has made that very difficult now for zone 9. What a great shot. Might even get to see the back end of that one. Let's see what happened. Yeah, beautiful. Little touch off the front. Played it with beautiful weight. Heating the Jack up and running all the way through to the back. Lots of work now for zone 9. He's probably got, we might have 2 even. Having a close look. It was Scott Sheppard, by the way, from zone 9. Sorry, I got that the wrong way around. That was Tim Crampton. My apologies, from zone 8 with that shot. Yeah, that crashed into the front. If they're only one down, they may just take their medicine here. It's there's only one way to it. I can see in that window out to the left, but geez, it's going to have to be a heavy draw, meaning it's going to have to turn a lot rather than what that actually means. That one's running all the way back. May pull up, yep, and has. Well, that's the shot he's chosen. Pop it out there. He's just gone very, very wide. Quigley just needs to beat that bowl out on the right. Doesn't matter if he pumps it up, it's not going to change anything. No, he's just collided into the front. So let's have a look. It's hard to tell who's out there at the moment, just with the way the shadows are. But there will be, yep, it'll be a measure. Yeah, good metre or so between the bowls there, so this will be interesting. That was a quick measure. And it's 1. So on this rink, at least Zone 8 have scored after the third end. Yeah, this is going to go quick, everyone. So, big board says 9-2. Our board says 2-1. Middle board says 3-1. After 3. And the board at the end says 4-1 after 3. Oh dear, because they've got the scores backwards, and I've just done it the wrong way too, so let's try that again. Anyway, I'll get you back to you. So you can actually watch the bowls instead of the scoreboards. How's that? There we go. Yep, just back. About a foot long, which is perfect. Yeah, really good lead bowl. All right, that should be good now. There we are. Scoreboard's all updated, thankfully. And once again, leads in decent position, usable bowls. Slower greens will often mean that bowls run through a little bit. Oh, Ryan, watching from the Not Sungy Wongy. G'day, mate. yeah, exactly right, Tim. It's a bit it affects my OCD a little bit too, but like I said, just if you don't worry about the ones at the top, we'll worry about the ones at the bottom right. That's the only one that matters, and they've got people actually doing it there too. So that's there's Peeps, and before that comes down, Peeps and Andrew Lynn having a chat. See them in the top left of the screen there. Oh, that's very good again. Bowl's getting in close. All right, looks like we're not getting any Dundas scores yet, but I will put the around the grounds or around the rinks scores on the top left, so you'll see all the scores from here around everywhere as long as that loop's on. I think it is. Yep, every 7 seconds that'll rotate. Oh, that's just brilliant! What a great shot, sitting right on the little touch, falls over. Right next to the jack. Zone 9 looking the goods at the moment. And that one sneaks in and does even better. What a beautiful shot. Absolute classic. That was, who was that? Darryle Miller, I think. Yep. Or was it Scott Sheppard? Scott Sheppard, my apologies, yep. So Swan's watching. The 33, David, means that I've hit the wrong button. Thanks for that. I'll sort that out immediately. There we go. I don't think we'll get quite to see. There he goes. He's just jumping out of the way now as this tracks back. The first bowl was an absolute blinder. This one is no exception. Dropping straight onto the jack. That's beautiful. So I do have a special guest. You might hear some rustling happening next door as that one comes in. Oh, nearly got it too. So pretty good head of bowls. That's fallen down to move Jack. Bit of a shot there now. That changed it. Mr. Burson. No, hang on. You're not turned up. What's Andrew been doing here? There you go. I think you're in now. Yeah, welcome back.
Morning, Betty. Morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, how good's... you've been a busy boy.
Yes. Interesting night of precipitation, we'll call it. 84 millimetres we got at Dundas Sports. So, yes, I left Newcastle this morning. It was monsoonal up there. I texted Bowls New South Wales and said I'm not sure if this is going to happen. And then as soon as I came out of the North Connects, the roads were dry and the wind was blowing. So, yeah, we got the blowers onto them and the brooms out. And then, at 8 o'clock we put the rollers on, just gave them a light roll, and they all got out there at 8:30 and they're underway, which is good to see after yesterday's flash flood at 1 o'clock.
Yeah, it was crazy, wasn't it? That was insane. These greens went under, and probably the same at Dundas.
Yeah, mate, they flooded fast there, and I think one rig had one to play, and then they finally got off, and then they weren't going back on, mate. They all started planning their race days and their TOB days, and yep.
Here comes a quick shot
goal from Matty.
Oh wow, one down now. It was two. Yeah, I was sadly down at a meeting yesterday, but it looked pretty huge, mate, from what I was watching while I was waiting for that meeting to happen.
Yeah, there's a few greens that hold a bit of water. Yep, I got a report from one of my staff at Cabraval Diggers this morning that those were drained pretty fast. So
yeah, good.
I was going to ring in and ask if you wanted to change venues at one stage.
That's bloody excellent. So we're getting some good bowls here and good heads. What have we got here? South Dakota, Deadwood in South Dakota, Paul Davies. Welcome, mate. So
how's that forecast looking, Benny?
Well, just
the weatherman
jumping it up now. That little low off the east coast is really out quite a way offshore at the moment.
Yeah, that wind is blowing it around a fair bit, and there's a fair bit of sunshine coming from the west, so which is good.
Yeah, so while it's going to be chilly today, should be rain free. It's just cloudy. Winds gusting up to 21 knots. Settling in about 9 or 10, which isn't too bad. Better conditions tomorrow. 16 degrees, sunshine, light winds, light breeze.
So today we eliminate the quarter final out of the match play, and we go straight from round 3 to semi-finals. Correct?
Exactly right. So winners, section winners only, which is not a bad way to be.
Yesterday over there we had Zone 10 were victorious. Zone 14 were victorious, and Zone 13 and Zone 16.
That's it. So currently Zone 1 leading Section 1, Zone 12 leading Section 2, but very, very even across the board. Just with score differences. It's only one round though. Zone 16, who are playing Zone 7 at the moment, and Zone 10 are the four top place spots at the moment, the ones in the box seat.
Yep.
I'm just going to have to update some scoreboards in a sec.
Screens looks like they've drained well. The boys got the mowers out here this morning.
Yeah, mowers.
When Abraham and Mick Harry were telling me just before when I walked in that they got the mowers out and got a bit quick haircut on them. That's all you can really do after that much rain, I guess.
Yeah, exactly right. Well, it seems to be still turning pretty well, so we're pretty...
When I walked in, a lot of the bowlers were commenting on how quick it is for after the amount of rain we had.
What's going on there? That camera's not happy, hey? Let's get into the jack. Come on. There we go. Good girl. Silly thing. Sorry, what was that? The bowler's doing what?
I feel the bowlers are quite surprised at the speed the way it is out there today. So I walked past a few of them out there and they said, Gav, I'm surprised it's so quick. I said, well, the wind blew, so got that dust off the green, so...
where are we at? It's just making sure the scoreboards are up to date. Doing my best. The guys are just standing in front of the last one, so Can't quite see. It's so bizarre. The rink scores never add up to what the master ball says until right at the end. Drives a couple of the viewers crazy, but it's what it is.
At least we are on this time, Benny. There's no problems with our internet this time.
No, that's right.
It was a bit of a glitchy Friday.
I was getting sewing. And
Glitchy Thursday it was,
It gets really personal too. I don't like a lot of the comments we get a bit rough.
Working
my
well, you can't do anything when it's down. It's down, mate. So
I'm just working as hard as I can to get this out there because I love what I do and I love that people love what we do too. So, oh, look at that glitch. That's an unhappy camera. Just wet cables, I think. The inside of that barrel on that cable reel got soaking wet.
Did you have to cover your cameras like you did at Cabravail?
We had
thought you might have.
The beer box is out.
Yeah.
Really technical solution, but it works.
We could have given Andrew Lynn a camera just to stand there. We could have put a poncho over him, mate. He would have liked that job.
Yeah, I reckon. Tarpaulin. Yeah, it's weather looks good for most of the week. It's going to really rain this later on next weekend, but by then I don't care.
That's right. Well, this is over. I'm going to take a break. That's it. It's been a challenging couple of months.
It's been huge, mate.
The great James Sadler's on a bit of annual leave now. Got to love him. I think he returns on Tuesday, and then when he returns, I'm walking out. So.
So most of the players running a little short here at the moment, so this isn't necessarily the best looking head going around.
What we'll probably find after 1 hour of a bit of bowls tracking, a bit of footwork going up and down the greens, the moisture will rise a little bit and the speed will drop by a second. So always starts a little bit slickish. When I say slickish, in comparison to what we've had with rain, but then you'll find the water rises a little bit from the compaction, and you'll get those bowls dropping a metre short. And if you try and play in delicate weight, then the best weight to play is probably that foot past, and you'll pull up at the jack. So
perfect. Yeah, and good example there. Came in pretty heavy and made it all the way to the jack with a bit of a lucky bounce, I think, but got there anyway.
We get a bit of wind and a bit more sunshine. The boys will probably put the rollers on at lunchtime and give them a flatten out, and flatten a few of the scuff marks out. So
yeah, there is a bit of a breeze across there. So we'll see if we're getting scores from Dundas yet. Not yet. They're not updating, but they'll get there. No doubt. We started a bit late here too, by the way, waiting for two teams to finish off their games from yesterday. I think they had 2 ends to go and they wanted to finish. So
great. Lee Stinson's a busy man over there. He's playing third for Corey, so he wouldn't be getting time to play with his phone. He'd be that nervous.
I reckon. Yeah, he's not doing the update. We've got great volunteers for that, but he's definitely focused on the games. I haven't heard from him actually. Oh, that's not bad either. I think it's second shot. So they
duck under here. Pretty good weight for that shot. Slightly narrow.
Yeah, I think it is a bit tricky out there. I was really noticed it last couple of ends. It was at the start they were right on it, and then it only took an end, and it was a bit more loose like this.
These greens have traditionally been very, very firm swinging greens. They get a lot of wind coming through here at Northmead, and even though it slows down because of the rainfall, you've still got to keep your grass width pretty wide. They'll swoop a fair bit on both hands. So Jimmy Sadler saying Corey hasn't heard from Stino either. I think, they're on the same rink. I gave Lee the wake-up call this morning at 4 o'clock. Texted him and said, not sure if it's going to be on today. And he said he scared the buggers out of me. So, nothing like waking up Bowls, New South Wales at 4 o'clock in the morning.
No, thanks for that.
Yeah, I kept you out of that group chat,
I'm not taking that call, that's right. John Brown, good morning. Vicky Turner, legendary bowler from Zone 16. Yep, go them. You can jump up here, mate. It's not that far from Wollongong. Jump up and head to Dundas and watch them play Zone 7, the old rivals.
Yep.
Yeah, thanks, Barbara. We've just fixed that. Thanks, Fiona. Again, you're a champion.
Morning, Christopher Green.
Where's this going?
The Victorian States.
Oof. Yeah, a bit going on today, actually, isn't there, around their live streaming community?
Mm-hmm. He's played pretty wide here. He's going to duck in past this red bowl, hopefully. Just going to breathe on that red bowl. Oh, he's missed
wow.
That. Yeah, wow. That's one way of getting the shot.
I reckon. Now it's 1-9, and that's a big rescue, actually. I think they're on a 3 down.
Yep.
So, there we go. One back to Zone 9. And I'll start seeing if I can keep this updated. And again, they made it fun for me because I've got the scoreboards backwards. Not paying attention to Bowls Link.
So where are you off? Where are you off to after this week, Benny?
Home Tuesday, and then I'm off to Bomaderry.
You got the King's Cup on, that's right.
Cup.
Yep.
And then that should be it for a bit. I know. Then 2 weeks later, off to Edlong for the
state
playoffs. Opens.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Pennant finals. Should be a good weekend down there. Got 11 Grade 1 sides qualified to play there. There's a couple of buys in there.
I'm going to love it. It's almost my favourite format of the game. Something about pennants that just brings
it's the best
out of people.
That's it. Save me a seat down there, mate. I'll come down and cheer on the Soldiers Point boys in that.
Beautiful.
Yep. Yes, Andrew Lynch is creeping up here, trying to steal the snakes alive off me. They're mine, mate.
The voice
That's
of
what
God.
I came to Northmead for.
Yeah, the voice of God behind us. Oh, I see
Yes.
you've stolen the bucket, Gav.
Yeah, good starting bowl there.
Yeah.
The Zone 8 player.
Good for both of them, actually.
Yep.
Leeds are doing their job again, as we like to see. So what am I doing? I'm not going to update all the scoreboards. Bottom right, the masterboard is correct. So number 7, that's what we're looking at. Should be 3.
He's just got there. He's in. He'll look to beat his last bowl here.
They must have killed an end or something, the far rink, either that or they're not updating their scoreboards.
Handy bowl.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6, yep. Yeah, Leeds have done well there, haven't they? That's good. I'd be happy with that. Either skipper would be happy with that, I reckon.
Morning, Jimmy. Jimmy Johns.
That button. Make sure that's still going strong. Yep, good. All right.
Going to sneak into his last bowl here. Yep, handy.
Oh, very good.
Good shot.
In fact, the shot.
Yep, Matty looking to go and turn that bowl, sit the bowl, trail the jack. If he's narrow, turn his red. It's the speed. Just we're going to get back to that. Probably hang a little bit here.
Yeah, didn't quite get across like you wanted. But
Probably lose a yard from there, and he'll probably get back to that bowl.
No, the weight. Yeah, weight was all right for for what he was called to play.
Yep.
This looks very similar to the first one that drew the shot.
Just going to beat that wing bowl there. Yeah, good shot. Oh,
Beautiful.
That's a bit of a target there.
Yeah, it is now. Some things to rest in. Jack, very movable.
Calling one down only there, Matty. He makes contact with, split the middle of those two blue bowls. We'll probably get a result here. If he sticks on top shoulder of the shot bowl, he'll probably stay.
Very close all round here across the rinks. 12-15, Zone 1 and Zone 2. 16-15, 12 and 5. 4 and 15, 15-17. So only a couple of shots between everyone at the moment.
Red bowl coming up
Look at
there.
that.
Still one down.
Yeah, just the one. The bloke's still out there wearing jackets and everything. It is chilly.
Oh, it's still only be out there, mate. Yep.
Just feel the breeze every now and again come through the window in front of us where all my cables are coming through.
Yep. Jimmy Sadler said to me after Cabrevale, he said, "Do you reckon Benny misses me?" I went, "He misses your office." Good setup over there for Bowls watching. Good setup for commentary. Yep.
It looks like we're starting to get some scores through from Dundas. Excellent. Well done, guys, over there. Zone 16 are up 18-16 over Zone 7. That's pretty close. Geez, I know, I was going to say they're pumping through their ends, but they started a lot earlier.
Yeah, we got them right out there right on 8:30. Yep.
Someone tell Quigley to get out of the way.
Yes.
I'll go get the cattle prod.
Feels like you're back commentating the barrel pairs game there, mate. To get the cattle prod out, Deborah.
You got it, I'll go have a word to him.
Yep, I've got this. Oh, he must have heard him. He's moved. Got him.
Yeah, just run in. I think I've got my ugly head on TV again as well.
BennyCracksTheWhip.com.
That website probably already exists.
Yeah. Somewhere out there inside the land.
Yeah. So, yeah, the results are coming in from Dundas Sports, which is good. They're all pretty close as well. Only one blowout I can see so far.
Yep.
That's Zone 13 over Zone 6.
Yep.
They're the nearly favourites, 13.
Played well yesterday. Yep. Zone 6.
Yeah, well, they're a strong team too, actually, so you can't write them off.
Mm-hmm.
Adam Webb, morning from Lightning Ridge. Hope you dry up there, mate. Some flooding up north and inland a bit. It hasn't really changed. Another red one's come up, has it?
Nothing changed yet. Matty's looking to drift around the back here. I think they're only one down, so...
Yep.
Turns his own red on. He might get a result here. He's got a pretty good weight for the shot. Just need to rock that straight.
Wow. It was a good effort.
Morning, Mr. Fogwell.
Foggy, yeah.
Hope all is well, mate, over in the southwest. Sun's out. Fingers crossed for you, mate. Try and get a roll up today. Being the tragic that you are.
Yeah, love the tragics. Oh, this is... Well, look at that target now. Oh, it's done.
That's
all right,
done.
my boys.
Yeah, just the one down.
Yeah,
one down. They played a bit of safety there. Yep.
Well, that takes it to 3-all on this rink. After 6. After a pretty slow roll-up, I will say. They're gunning through the ends here. The roll-ups are quite long, I think, T to T, but they've been playing shorter ends. Just does speed the game up a little. No, that's a change of a couple of metres, actually.
Morning all from very wet Tuncurry. Yes, I was speaking to Paddles earlier on over at Dundas, and he said that it was quite wet up there. Got some reports that a few floods and a few closed roads, so hope everyone's safe and dry up there and stay indoors today.
Yep, no better place to be than sitting down watching bowls when it's flooded and horrible outside. You might as well be inside enjoying this.
Yeah. I closed every club of ours from Stockton to Quigley RSL this morning. Terrigal's, I'm told that they're going to play on the synthetic this afternoon, but most of the greens are underwater up there or having to drain. Great shot here, great starting bowl.
So let's see if that adds up, and if it doesn't, then it's their fault, not mine. 1911. No, somehow there's a shot missing.
Then he can count. You're a second most of your career, yeah?
Yeah, no, I'm professional second. I actually love playing second. Yeah, it makes
Getting
me
better now, being able to do it from your phone.
Yeah.
You keep an eye on sports bet at the same time.
I enjoyed, yeah, exactly right with the live scoring now.
Yeah.
I like playing second. It just suits me for some reason. Not a great lead. Far right and third, but no, second works. Which is pretty unusual getting around. I don't know many people like playing second.
A lot of people look at it as a chore. Depends if you're a good enough second, I guess. You know, there's always good to play to a couple of heads at bowls, a couple of bowls there around the jack earlier instead of a bare jack. Got zone 2 up against zone 1 over on the far rinks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. 12-15 after 15 there.
Peter Taylor playing Matty Bowse, I think.
Well, that'd be a good game.
That'd be a good game to watch. Yeah.
So the middle rinks just changed their scoreboard. What is going on? 4-3 after 5 after they had 3 all after 6. So someone's just turned the wrong...
Turn the wrong side over.
I think that's just...
They're trying to confuse you here.
Oh, they're driving me nuts.
I'll go and talk to Rowdy and see what he says about that. Yeah.
It still says 15 ends and there's 16 on the big board.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just... it doesn't matter. I'm going to, like I said, I just get caught up in it. Sorry, everyone, for the scoreboards, but they are. I can't control them. Tiger Robinson watching from Wales. Louise Pearce from Wagga Rules. And Gloria Roby sunning at Red Rock, north of Coffs. Yeah, beautiful place. Sunny, but
shot. Great bowl.
Yeah.
Front upper there.
Yeah, we're happy with that. But yeah, from here, most of the rain is out at sea, but the north copping it pretty hard at the moment.
Yep. It did not give up last night. It was rain all night on the Central Coast, Newcastle area. My synthetic ground at Stockton was in 2 inches underwater this morning. I got a photo from one of the members up there saying, I don't think we're going to play.
It's a slow track.
Choose another sport, I said. Could indoor sports today. Watch some bowls.
2 inches underwater.
Mm-hmm.
They throw it pretty hard.
Yep. Get a remote control boat out there and get the grandkids out maybe. And he's caught his player down here to try and get that little bit of a gap there. This hand's the turner here. As you can see, it's going to come back, but he's probably a foot too wide there. Good weight for that shot.
Pretty good head of bowls, actually. That's better than what we've seen coming in last couple. Lots for the skips to and the thirds to work in the back end. Peter Thornton saying Quiggs once told him they play us at second to hide us. That's good. You're right. There's something to bowl into usually if the leads have done their job, and
yep.
Occasionally you get to have a crack and smack some bowls out of the way.
Yep.
So I'm going to just clear those front bowls and cut across on the red
wants to
one.
Breathe on those front bowls. He's fraction too wide. He can play that hand with just that yard swinging weight. Get any contact on that red bowl, you'll probably score there.
Jared Smith giving a shout out to the Genie Jokers boys playing out here today. Lots of people on YouTube today. It's really interesting. Just as a statistic that we've seen, almost a reversal.
More people using YouTube, are they, mate? Than the Facebook page, yeah.
See, even since I started, it's nearly 12 months since I kicked off in this job. And, it's almost the exact opposite.
I noticed that the YouTube has the screening, the way the filtering comes through your television screen is a little bit clearer than Facebook itself. Facebook, you get a little bit of a, how would I say? It's just like a carpeted image of the green, where the YouTube is super clear.
Yep.
Completely agree. People that view it when they're at home on their big plasmas and stuff like that, I think the people are more on their phone with Facebook or on their iPad or on their laptop, where the TV screen really holds the YouTube broadcast well.
I completely agree. It's coming through in full 1080 HD. This is a very close shot. Any kind of movement's good. Oh, jeez, except that movement.
Result there. Now we can see that Jack will play that a bit better.
Yep. Yeah, you're right about the YouTube. I think it does run a HD, whereas Facebook's designed for phones and tablets.
Professor James Sadler from Cabravale University introduced me to the YouTube on the big screen, mate. He said, "Go and get home and put your YouTube on." And a long way to go here, but your semi-final prediction, Final Four. We sit at 9:54 on the Sunday morning with a round and a half to play.
So that's on. Let's turn that off. I do think Zone 10 could finish the top of their section in Section 4.
Yeah.
Section 3 will be a battle between 13 and 16. That's just a monster pair of sides.
Yep. They're both on my Greenleys Park Cooch green over there this morning, and those two rinks of Wedlock and Tees, they will look like they were ready to play this morning. I watched them yesterday on the Tiffy, and they were playing some great shots, and Ray was letting them go really well as well for Zone 13. So it'll be a tough one to pick, that one. I think Zone 2 will be in the mix somewhere.
Yeah, where are we at? So Zone 2, not in that one. So Zone 7, depends what they do to 16. Can be a bit of a bogey team.
Yep.
Zone 7 for them.
Yep.
Section 2 when it comes up. Watch this scoot past. Oh,
it's hard to go past Zone 12 there.
12,
very tough to go past them. But Zone 16, Zone 15 can give them a nudge. How did they go yesterday, Zone 15?
They got beaten.
Did they?
By the looks by Zone 5, I think. No, it was definitely by Zone 12. So 12 and 15, but there's only a 2-shot score difference.
Right.
So close. So, yeah, that's up and down. And then I reckon Zone 2... Look, Zone 9, I think, probably got a result they didn't necessarily expect.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of supporting Zone 1. Without supporting them, we've got good mates in there. My mate Jason Pinnock's in that one as well. And
so to Shannon White this morning from Zone 11, they needed a miracle to get through. They got beat yesterday afternoon, so he was pleading for a quarter-final this morning, and I said that quarter-final has been washed away with the rain, mate. That's gone. So let's get out and get as many shots as you can now and just try and get 2 10-0s.
Well, he's lining up heavy. That's what I thought.
And he's looking at front bowl here. If he gets front bowl, he gets a result.
No. Well, that's the front bowl.
Not that front. Not that one. Front bowl around the jack.
The bright red one.
I think they're one there. Yeah, just the one. One to Zone 8. To 12-8 after 17.
Yep. Well, it actually says 13-10 after 18 over there, so I'm going to have to look at some scoreboards. That score's jumped quite considerably. After, what have we got? 18. So, yeah, interesting. Another longer end. Look at that. That's T to T. This will be fun. You can see, as you were saying before, you can actually see on the green there, I think, where the players have been walking a lot and still behind the tee here a bit wet.
Yeah.
Been playing shorter ends.
Yeah, always the way after a bit of rain, a little bit of compaction there. You bring the soil to the surface a fraction, just gets the wear. Like we saw out at Cabravale by the end of the 2 weeks, mate. She was pretty worn on those 2 metre marks.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, jeez. How did that happen?
Nice filter there.
Let's try that again.
Yeah.
Better button. Excellent.
Tee to tee here, so let's push these down that line.
3-5. That was a 2 on this rink, by the way.
Just going to duck away with his first. Oh, Benny.
You've opened the bucket. Thank you. And what's on that one? 5-2. So yeah, little kickback there by Geordie people's ears, mate. Go there.
Right. It's down. It's gone. First of many stakes alive here at NBC Sports.
That's it. So there we go. Geez, I've got a tall angle on that. Look at the shadow coming across too. Isn't that bizarre?
Matty's caught his lead. Yep, reached a little bit harder here, so he's dropping a foot short there. Like I said before, you've got to send these bowls out and got to give them that extra metre for them to get down to the jack with this weight of this green after the amount of rain we've had. Still got to play it wide, but send them out with a bit of pace. You can see the wind blowing in their shorts there. There's a fair bit of speed from that wind will come across the surface of these greens over the next hour and a half. We'll probably dry them out better for game 2.
Oh, jeez. That's better. No, is it? Yep, that's better. There's something going on with that camera as well. It's not happy. Just water in the barrels, I think, is playing games. He's pulled up short. Yeah, the longer ends are you've tricked a few of them. Only one back.
Mm-hmm.
He's dropping off bit rates again. I hope that doesn't continue. Just a couple of concerns. Oh, here we are. Rick Fleckner, hello from Mount Barker in Western Australia. What is the green surface?
We've got here at NBC Sports, Mick and his boys have got a Tiff Dwarf, which the boys are live streaming on now, and the front green is a Greenleys Park Cooch.
There you go, Rick. That's where they are. So it's a bit different in Mount Barker. You'll have different weather conditions down there near Albany. From my memory, that's where Mount Barker is. My grandmother and grandfather are both still down there, and they'll be there for living out their eternity. Of my memories from Albany in Western Australia. Come on, one. Still dark, isn't it? Whoa, that's gone the wrong one. Too far. That's what it was on, so we'll leave it there.
Just dropping short there. Just that delicate draw weight can cost you about 2 foot on this green. You need to be drawing to that speed of that back yellow and black bowl there. We'll get you close.
I think it's where I'd be aiming as well at the moment. I don't know. Geez, it cut off most of the draws, I think, on that hand. It's going to be interesting.
He's looking to play through that hole there. Pick that hole between blue and red. Even getting out wide enough to get past that black bowl might work for him. Blue bowl, black bowl. Yeah, he's tried a width there. When he gets down now, he should come back to that tee. It's just a bit long. Yep, fraction long.
So which one do you reckon's holding shot? Be the red one, wouldn't
I
it?
reckon he's a red bowl shot. So, yeah. Maybe if you drift down through that line there to draw to blue bowler's jack and you rub off blue, you'll be close. I think going that wide on a green while the pace is building after that water, it's a tough assignment getting back.
Just realised that I'm relying on Brett Pieper for the math.
Brady will get you home. Brady will ride that home.
Peeps is all good.
Yeah, he's tightened up a fraction this time. It just depends on his weight. He's moving. If he gets gap here and gets to blue bowl, he will... No, he's just going to give. That's the shot to play, but...
There's only one rink with what you'd say a real advantage. There's 2 shots between the first two, and the last rink's only 4, but at the moment I think that's the score on there anyway. It's all over the place, but best I can do.
Yep.
Oh, no.
These will come down here looking to turn blue bowl. We'll pick the gap between those two aquas. Just got to hang out here.
Yeah, it didn't get turned at all back.
No.
Not at that pace anyway. It did come back to the line.
Yep.
But if he's just hunting for that gap, that little window there between the two bowls, then it's a pretty precise shot, isn't it? It's going to have to finish wide.
Yes.
Can afford to. You can see where...
Matty's gone wide here. I think Matty's trying to draw past this navy blue. If he gets his bowl back here, just dropping down to the tee. No, he's just long as well. You know, you're dropping down when you pass that blue bowl, you're very close to shot there. Right. Thanks, Chrissy Hull. These surfaces aren't mine, these ones, mate. These are Mick Harry and Glenn Abraham, but they are running well, mate, definitely. Dundas is very similar. Can't really do too much after 84 millimetres, but you've just got to give them a flatten down and hope for the best.
And that's the shot I was talking about.
That squiggles a shot there. Matty will look to play down to 12 inches jack high. He'll count him here if he can get past that blue bowl. He just needs to be here. He's moving all right. Gap. No.
Oh, he's kicked it pretty hard.
That's going to be one. That's theirs. That's theirs.
Yep.
That's
another rescue bowl at the death.
Yep.
So what have we got? 18-10 after 21 on the big board, and nothing like that on the other boards. It's a little bit insane. Don't worry about anything except that bottom right. It's the only thing that matters anyway, in reality. Well, we're still sectional play, actually. I'll take that back.
Mm-hmm. Still a shootout. Like I said, you want to get your 3 rink wins, and you want to get as many shots as possible to cover yourself. You've got to go to the count back. So,
well, what does this affect? If there's a 10, well, any win, so you say 9 points, puts them even with 1 and 2 who are playing each other. So it might put you in second position with the game to come.
That's right.
Or we'll put them in second position with the game to come. And a huge last game. Trying to make the top.
Yep. Well, they all came into play on Monday, so we're going to try and get past today first, and fingers crossed we don't have any interruptions. So
yeah, that was a good comment on the Facebook stream last night, Facebook feed last night.
What was that?
Someone saying about why they're playing Monday.
Yeah, because they came here to play Monday.
They always did.
They came here to play the final on Monday.
Always were. That's it.
Your hotels are booked till Monday afternoon, so enjoy. Yep. Done pretty well here. Good start.
So, what have I got in this rink? 4-5 after 8.
Yep.
Next rink across there's 8 something. After 7. I'm going to assume that's right. Can't see it yet. I'll wait for it. So the leads once again pretty much doing their job. Only one short one. This one, that's pretty good as well.
Yep.
foot short, usable if nothing else, and definitely counts. It's very cold-looking boys and girls out there. I'm just looking out on the balcony. There's one of the ladies has got a blanket, 2 jackets, and a beanie on.
Peter, if you walk out there, you see the blankets and the beanies,
Yeah.
but then you see Warren Shipley, the Iceman, wearing shorts and a T-shirt,
Oh my God!
anklet socks, not phased.
Mate, up at Charlestown, it was that Tuesday night was as cold as I've ever been commentating.
Yeah.
We're outside.
And Chippo was in shorts and a T-shirt.
And he
Yeah.
was, but we put the heater on behind him.
And he
moved
moved.
the table.
He moved.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good shot. Yeah, just
Yeah.
unreal.
I saw him on Wednesday over here, and I said, "You feeling the cold, Chippo?" He goes, nah, not me.
Doesn't care.
Iceman.
All right, let's see if they've got the math right this time. 18-12 after 22. Yep.
Johnny Hampton up
Yep.
8-3 over there. Matty Blackburn and Brownie's up 6-4.
Yep, and
Yes.
for the first time today, the scoreboard's all, all add up properly.
Accurate. Correct weight. Yeah.
Let's see where this goes. You just want to play a similar shot to his last.
He's down to it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Magic.
Good. Great ball.
Still that little shelf there to rest on to get the jack. Good back bowls for both. Well, there's one good coverage there for zone 8, and the other 2 are zone 9. So interesting back there. That one's going to duck, mate. That's gone. Oh, Ma behind me, sneaking in like a ninja again. Busiest lady at the club. Hi,
The warrior.
Good morning, Ma.
Morning, Eileen.
She's done a great job here at this club, and the guys, by all reports, are doing well at Dundas. I still haven't made it over there yet. I wanted to, but I'm not getting an opportunity at the moment. Just want to go see the Zone 7 guys, if nothing else.
Mongolian lambs for lunch today, Benny, over there. I've already been told. That's
Oh.
why I won't stay for long here. I'll make sure I'll make it back over there. Save your plate. Chinese food's pretty good over there. So.
Yeah, I've got to rush out and move my cameras. It takes ages here. A long way from our from our cameras. Here we go.
Going pretty well here.
Wants to
Move
be
this
gentle.
slightly. Oh, a bit of a path now for the Zone 8 player to play that.
It's got to be heavy weight there, and they do have Zone 9's got the best back, so
Yep. If he trails, he's got to trail a couple of inches only.
that's it.
Right.
Almost looking for an edge, but at
Yeah.
the moment, it might be 3 shots to Zone 9. Almost play to block that, wouldn't you?
Mm-hmm. Or just play the shot for him, mate. Trail it before he
Yeah.
does. You know, he's going to trail it all day long with yard weight. So maybe he'll probably play forehand here, just trying to sneak underneath that aqua bowl, that aqua zone 9 bowl. Probably won't go across through that hole. Yeah, even if he turns aqua bowl here, it'll be a handy bowl. He's on that bowl, and he'll rub that and stay. Great shot.
Sure.
Great shot, Matty Blackburn. Yeah,
That does not get much better, to be honest.
that's one way of locking it in.
Exactly right.
Close the padlock on that.
Beat that.
He's forced him to play pretty heavy now. He'll probably have to come up through that gap. Yes.
Did you say him one down?
I think he's got a couple there. He's got maybe, unless the jack moves slightly towards that yellow and black arrow bowl, but
I don't know.
he's maybe saying he only had one in the head.
Okay.
Yeah. He's playing backhand.
I'm going to check the stickers on that in a second. I'm a bit confused. There's a lot of yellow out there. That's the problem.
He's going to go there.
So let's have a quick zoom in and make sure we're calling this right. Like you said, there's very similar.
So we've got zone 9 there.
Yep, so that's a zone. Yep.
Zone 9 there. Those two aqua bowls are both zone 9 bowls.
No, I think that's that's zone 8 in the middle, so it is one.
Right, yeah. Okay, so he was down.
He was down.
He was down. He's played a clanger there.
Slowly creep back out and see what's going on. They're having a chat. Yeah, so no, I thought that was zone 9 as well. I thought they were holding a bunch, but yeah, that's clearly not. Should be taking notes, shouldn't I?
Jeez. Commentators. Bloody commentators. Oh, you get it wrong like a bunker.
That's it. Well, yeah. Fleur Wanderer saying Warren Shipley sounds like her dad. Her shivering in multiple layers and dad's in shorts, t-shirt and sneakers.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, here we go.
Okay, he's moved that, so it's definitely only one down. Yep. One to zone 9.
One to zone 9.
Matty calling for a bit of medium length here.
Pretty sure that makes it 5-all. I'll just make sure. After 9 ends. Or is it 6? He'll move shortly and I'll find out. No, he's walking straight towards the camera. Yeah, 5-all after 9. I was right. Good. Up we go. Back to there. Perfect. All right. Let's check out the other scores and make sure I'm right. Oh, 9-3. What happened there? Zone 8 really kicking away. No, my apologies. Zone 9 kicking away next door. Far rink 6-4 after 7. Still, big board says 12-20 after 24. Magic.
How are we doing over at Dundas? What are the scores there?
Let's have a look. So Dundas, zone 16 and zone 7, there's 9 shots between them after 33 ends, so it's 30-21. Zone 13's on 29, zone 6 is on 21. That's another almost identical score. Zone 11, 33, zone 3, 31. That's close. Mm-hmm. And they're going through the ends. They're up to 31 ends already. Zone 14, 28. Zone 10, 21. Mm-hmm. Up to 16. So that's the 4 rinks there. Our rinks obviously looking up there. Zone 4 is losing to zone 15, 26-35. Zone 12 is up over zone 5, 28-20. And zone 1 and zone 2, 31-32 after 30 ends. It's close.
Game out there. I might have a wander out there on my way out and have a look at that game. So,
yeah, it's good to watch.
I'm going to make a move, Benny. I've seen the amount of ends they've played over there at Dundas. I'll have to get back, and our rollers and hairdryers will have to go back out in the green later on, mate. So I'll see you later on this afternoon, if not tomorrow sometime.
Oh, mate, you're a damn legend. Thanks very much,
Benny.
And great work this morning with all your with all the greens, mate, overnight.
Thanks,
glad we're playing.
Glad we got them out, mate. That's the main thing. As long as they're playing. Cheers, Benny.
Man, we'll see you
soon.
soon.
Take care, bud. Bye.
So Gav. Once again, thanks to Gav for coming and sitting down next to me, so break it, so you don't have to just listen to my voice. Really got to sort this camera out, doesn't it? Don't I? It's unattractive. I'll figure it out once this end's finished, rather than subjecting you to the adjustments. But they're pretty decent in there again. They're really finding their range at the moment. Joel Field, next dream game is, I'll be at Bombardary for the long weekend. The King's Cup's happening over there. It's a game organised and run by pretty much by Berry, who sadly have had some damage due to some flooding and things about just over a month ago. You may have seen my posts around on Facebook. Have copped it pretty hard, but it's going to be a huge tournament. King's Cup's King's birthday weekend and the King's Cup. Bring it on. I can't wait. This one's going to cut right across. It was the weight to move something around, of course. Oh, jolly, of course I am. So this afternoon, I should point out, of course. Let's have a look. Round 3. Will it be Section 1 or Section 2? So Zone 12 versus Zone 4 this afternoon. And the actual specific rink is... Carl Healy versus Blake Bradke, Anthony Fisher... Dan Stanley, Stephen Galvin, so Carl Healy, Nick Cahill, Jaden Gebby and Michael Phillips. That'll be a ripper of a game, an important one too, contextually. There's not much room for error in this format. Oh, that was close. Still a Zone 8 shot at the moment though. And then tomorrow's just whoever makes the final, so it'll be a semi-final straight away and then into the final itself after we had to lose some time yesterday. That one, he wants the edge and kick it in, didn't quite get it, so another bowl in the back there. Lots of room for the skips. No. Thanks, Joel. No. Yeah, and Rick Fleckner saying, winter has arrived at last. We are parched, so is it raining over in Albany? From my memories of living over there, it's always raining around Albany. I know, Perth suffering, hasn't had a lot of rain at all. Yeah, it's huge over there. Yeah, you're getting flogged. Oh, someone's eating all my frogs out of the bucket too. That's a damn tragedy. I love red frogs. Anyone out there listening, if you want to get on my good side. Red lollies. Oh, wow. Touching away it went across. Goodness me, that was nearly very, very close for a Zone 9 rescue once again. Do it again, he says. Yep. On to that. They've got the next couple. Be a mighty shot to do it. Mighty accurate. Well, he's pretty close. Might get an edge on the jack and bounce it. And he has. Where's he put it? Zone 9 and now holding 2. What a shot. 3, he says. I think it's 2. That's a beautiful shot. Gotta love that. Matty Harris. High energy. There's a few high energy people getting around out here at the moment. They're brilliant. Well, this would be a heck of a change-up. It was a bit of a multiple to Zone 9. Let him kick away just a little, get a bit of a buffer. He hasn't quite got back to the jack. It was very close. A great effort. 2. 2 to zone 9. Takes him 7-5 after 10. Big board's starting to become a worry for zone 8. 27 ends complete. 25-13. 12 shots between the two teams. It's contextually not a huge amount of score, of course, but the reality may be a trend, and they want to arrest it pretty quickly, zone 8. Benjamin. Brilliant shot. So I'm a bit quiet here, guys. I'm just trying to fix camera 1 that's not playing the game at the moment. Pretty good shots out there. Jack's moved a little bit off the line and running back down to the left-hand side. Nice little clusters. Pretty good to be able to draw off the line exactly like that. Impressive stuff. It'll do. All right. Back to the action. I think it's 1 to zone 8 right now there. It's pretty close to that black one, or the dark one there, flopping in for a shot. That'd be lovely. Yeah, Mick, I'd love to have Ma back in the commentary. She's so far completely refused. So who's my pick for the final? No idea. No idea. It's tough. Zone, but you can't. It's just so hard to go past zone 13. To be honest, they'd be one of the hard ones to beat. they'd be at the top of their game. I think Zone 7 is obviously my club, and so I'll be completely biased if I said anything about them right now. Zone 16 and Zone 12, they're the three that I think were the super powerful ones. I don't know where Zone 2 is, actually. I haven't looked. Let's have a look. Yeah, Zone 2 up there as well. So Zone 1 and Zone 2 in Section 1. So one of those, probably Zone 12, Zone 13 and 16, and then Zone 10. So, yeah, one of the probably Zone 13 at this point. Still trying to move that one bowl away. It's a very good second. Tony Toccato in Bustleton. That's another place I used to hang around a fair bit. Always lots of stingers in the waves from memory. Got some family live down near Bunbury too. So, yeah, lovely place. I'm glad you're getting some rain as this one comes round. Wants that one there, and then to drop, just didn't quite get the right side of it. Look, it's third shot. Probably. They're going to have a look, actually. Magic fingers. Maybe he says. All right. While they're doing that, I'm going to have a look see if I can see some scoreboards. I doubt that I will. The players are up there at the moment. 12-3 in the middle rink. Isn't that interesting? It's like I said, that's a worry. That's something that they'll need to arrest. Saying after 8 ends again, someone's not doing the scoreboard over there properly. I can't change that. It is what it is. I'll just reflect what's there. They can do the math for me. Oh, jeez. Cleaned out a lot, didn't clean out the one he wanted. Let's see what's back. A couple on the rink still, on the green, but damage in the ditch, 6-7 after 9 on the third rink. Here he goes again, looking for the jack probably, or a rescue. Oh, look at this. He might just dead draw it if he falls. Wants it to fall. Oh, he's got it anyway. That's one shot to zone 9. That's a remarkable bowl. Didn't need to move it at all. Just needed to sit next to it. Here we go. He's going to move it. He's going to move something, not the gap. While he has... that hedge just rolled it back. And it's 1 to zone 8. Wow, that was close. 11 ends down. We are about almost exactly halfway through this game. Let's see how that camera's looking now. Somehow it's just lost its colour. Yeah, she's got issues. All right, I'll figure that out later. But as it stands, we can still see the bowls, and that's what counts. That's what matters. It is not a true representation of the colour out there at all. It's not happy, that camera, by any means. So, yeah, I don't know how to fix that either. So, at the moment, I'll fix that soon. Watch the bowls, enjoy them. Sorry about the colour. Benny Rousel, welcome. Yeah, talk about live scores, Josh Wilton. It's been the feature of this tournament specifically. I tell you, he's just how difficult it is to keep track of the scores because you're just getting them wrong. So I'm reflecting exactly what's on the scoreboards, and it looks dumb, but it is what it is. 12-4. I got that. Especially that middle ring. They're struggling. It's all right. They'll get there. Meanwhile, the Leeds have probably had a bit of a loose end here. They wouldn't be happy with that. Has gone back T to T with Zone 8 catching the... getting the jack back, of course. Guys are having a good laugh out there. I'm just looking in the background. They're enjoying themselves, as you do at the interzone. Most of these guys are good mates. Do you think the scoreboard attendants just walked away from the scoreboard, so that's all right. Well, asking for it a foot back. He does have the shot, Zone 9, and probably not second, though. Not really. This is hard to tell, though. No, definitely not. One of the back one wants it to drift. It's not quite going to. Whooshka all the way around and to the back. Didn't change much. Hard work here. Let's put that out on a fair track. Wants it to pull up. Little touch and tuck it away is good. There you go. That's brilliant bowling. Little touch. So probably 3 at the moment. Probably 3 to Zone 9. At least 2. 25-17 after 30 on the big board. I don't know how accurate that is because the attendant's not actually there at the moment. Maybe having a comfort break, so we'll see. But close games all round. And important ones. All the zones showing their strength at the moment. He's taken 1 out of there. Probably taken 2 out, in fact. Hung out right out to the side. So Zone 9 with 1 there and probably in a far better position than Zone 8. There's that big board. 25-17 after 30. The other scoreboards all reflect the same thing. I mean, what have we got? 7-6 after 11. 12-4 after 10. And They're just turning theirs over now. That was 6-7 after 9. That doesn't add up to what the big board says. That's what I'm confronted with, ladies and gentlemen. Math is what it is. It's a fair track. I think it is going to hang. Just a little bit too much weight. Well, look, it dropped. Splits on. What they're doing. They've just changed. I've just watched them change that scoreboard. Move one score backwards and move one up. Good scorer beats a good player every time, is what I was always told. So, look, Zone 9's probably got 2 there now. I don't even know what to say about that. 25-19 after 31. Oh, it's clattered into the front. So, there's a shot there. Maybe for 4, if he comes down and manages to split on the grain, the 2 blue bowls at the back there, one of them looks a bit grey at the moment. Sandra Bruce, g'day. Yeah, no rain at the moment, Josh. Exactly. We don't say the R word, though, apparently. Sandra Bruce, I've already said that. Yep. Josh still over at the other club. Sorry, Jay, not Josh. Now we're getting another update. (27) 20 after 33, it should say now. Yep, there we are. Right. And because I was looking at that, I missed this score, but no, that was obviously a 2. And Zone 9 are shortening up the end once again. Nine, 6 after 12. That's a brilliant start. That's what your skippers want. Usable within a foot's good. And that's a little even better. A little bit better, even. Wants to bump it and move. Hasn't quite, but I tell you what, it's a great effort. Bumps his own up and leads once again, doing a brilliant job. Brendan Stakes, g'day mate. Oops. All right. It's going to go a little bit quiet for a second. I'm just going to find someone to go and restart the other camera at the other end. Enjoy the bowls. I'll be back shortly. Should have everything you need. That's it.
Plug and plug in.
That's what we're going to do.
Which one's that one?
Number one. So
Well, that's this end. I'm going to do that. Do that. I'll go.
Cool. Mr. Andrew Lynn coming to the rescue again. He's going to go and recycle that camera. Hopefully he manages to get it done before this end finishes. It's pretty tight in there, isn't it? Still want to zone 8 at least. A good amount of people watching once again, mostly on YouTube. So everyone watching on their big screens around the country in their clubs, at home on their big TVs, sitting down with a nice warm drink and a blanket on. Welcome, glad you're here. There's no better way to spend a Sunday. I'm a bit worried we're going to get some play in today, but those greenkeepers have done a magnificent job, and we're all out and about. So if I can get that camera back. Yes, we're back. Thank goodness. Perfect. Thank you, Mr. Andrew Lynn. Watch this come down. It wants to turn all the way back into the head. It's short. Thought it was going all right, actually. Out of his hand, it looked good. The power looked good. Yeah, flog it. When in doubt, lash out. There's no draw on there anymore. There's no weighted shot into the head. There is just the caning. Mark 51. Engage. Oh, he's too wide. Across he goes. Boom. Oh, that one's just missed. So I reckon, just looking there, what have we got? I reckon Matty Blackburn's going to give this a big punch. Yeah, that's exactly what he's saying to do. Sweep everything through. Just jumping around 9-6. That's still correct. And then now Rink, watch for a big shot here. This is going to come down at a rate of knots. That was the discussion they had. Comes through. He's got that front one which he asked for. He swept everything around and brilliantly has given himself a couple of shots. And we get to watch that again as soon as I sort this out. I went a bit early on it, actually. This is the shot he was told to play, wanted to play. He was down in there. There was no draw, so we might as well jump in, smacks the front bowl, cleans everything out, and just sits there for a beautiful shot. And zone 8, skipper's heavy shot runs through. Quiggs kicks his bowl back to the corner in frustration at the other end. He's not happy with that. Draw on either side, but he has just watched Dave Quigley run through. Not all heroes wear capes, but he's got a fair cape, yeah. That's you, Andrew. I'm talking about you. I was sending out your praises for going to fixing my camera for me. Now, this has got a decent track all the way around that front blue bowl. What a spectacular reply. My goodness, it doesn't get any better than that after coming off a super heavy shot. This is another heavy one. Has he got the right track? He's wants to bump something. It'll be close. Or he's just moved the red one around. Nah. Didn't see the result. The zone 8 third of Tim Crampton was just trying to claim one, but that's not the result. So we'll have a look in a sec. Look what Andrew's done. He's got the colour back and everything with that reset. Well done, mate.
Just got to hold your time at the correct angle.
All right, so I'll update the all-important big board first. So we're at 36 ends on that one. 30-22. It's kind of stayed like that. About 8 shots between them. It did look a bit worrisome earlier, but it's a little better now. With the reset, I have to move these. There we are. There we go. 30-22 after 36, which is reflected on the board. Let's look at the individuals. 11. That was to 11-6 after 12. That's definitely should be 13, but okay. They haven't updated that. We'll find out about that in a sec. 12-7 after 12 next door. Far rink 9-7 after 11. Yeah, they just haven't updated the ends on this on our rink. Oh, jeez, just making things complex. Anyway, it's there. Around the greens, we've got Diligent over there at Dundas, aren't they? 40-29, zone 16 over zone 7, kicking away a little there after 40 ends. 33-28 after 35 ends to zone 13 over zone 6. Zone 11, 38-36 after 38 ends. That's a close one. Zone 11-3 that was. And zone 14, 34, zone 10, 29 after 33. Very close all round. Here, of course, 30-22 on our rink, 37-51 to zone 2. Zone 2 really picking it up over there after 33, and 49-28 zone 12 over zone 5 after 41. Zone 4 and zone 15 playing close one, 40-47 after 42. So those scores will definitely be rotating around on the top left of your screen as you follow them through. And what we're seeing right now is terrifying shot there in the middle by Darryle Miller. He's actually had a really good game, but that one's cut across. Michael Cleaver, that was, from zone 9. That's cut across beautifully and taken the shot. Trev Solomons, good morning, mate. Yeah, it's a good day for bowls here. A little breeze is helping to dry the greens off, and it's helping to dry the greens off a bit, which we like to see. I'm just waiting now for thirds to head back up. A rush to be nice to each other. Look at that. And that was gorgeous. Wholesome, lads. Wholesome. Well, still one to zone 9, I'd say. Come around that way is the call. Onto that one. If Jack moves, then you're a winner. Perfect. So around we go. I didn't quite make it. Oh, he did move that bowl, didn't he? As I was just having a chat in the background. Bumps into that. Not really there. So 1 or 2, probably to zone 8. He's giving it some width. Where does he want to go? I don't know if he'll come back from there all the way back. He may, not to the jack anyway, he may come back out there. Fairly decent coverage. A bit of a worry there. Zone 9's only got one lonely bowl in the head. It's a tough one to move, but it's, if it does, they're in trouble by multiple. Yeah, David, BowlsLink says Darryle. So I'm just calling it off BowlsLink. So we're getting the correction now, but yep, it does say Darryle in BowlsLink. That's what I'm calling it from, Dave, but we're getting it looked at. So looking to turn into the jack is going to turn into the front is the problem. All right, 36, 37 ends down now. 33, 22. Little bit of movement again. Zone 9 just showing a little dominance. Oh, doesn't want to move that red one by collecting. There, he hasn't. That's good. That was close, but everything kind of seized up in the front, so this has to be a dead draw. Just missing the front and cutting across. And look, he's done it very, very well to that point. Calling for it to hold out. Wants a clean run. Through he comes for the shot onto the jack. Look at that. Celebrations there. 3 threes for 9. That's what he's doing there. No worries, this is Damien Miller exactly right. David, we're just fixing that now. Someone's little bit of a typo with the NIN that went in. Someone's just going to hang out wide. Not change much, but it'll be 1 to zone 9 after a fantastic shot by Matty Blackburn. Absolutely spectacular draw bowling. What a display. (34, 22, 38 ends, 63 ends. The target, of course. That's what we're aiming at. We'll get through it. Knock on wood, don't have any more water from the sky. We don't say the R word. No more precipitation, as Gav was saying earlier. These leads have been putting on a show for us again. Far rink's gone to 9 all after 12, which is interesting. Middle rink, which is where I think the concerns for zone 8 are. I can't quite see what's happening. Oh, it's 13-7 after 13. And, of course, our show rink is 12-6 after 13, so 6 shots between them here now as well. Concerns on these two rinks. Far rink, 9 all, very close. Ooh, and a touch up, good finish. Nice little cluster of bowls from the leads. There's Matty Blackburn and Scott Sheppard looking pretty happy over there at the moment, the way things are going. Vince Calabrese watching from Austral again. Welcome, mate. Good to see you. Oh, just missing out a little touch, but a really good spot. It's a bit of a target there. Something, lots to bump into there and move Jack back for zone 9, zone 8. Just with a couple, not very well positioned, you'd say. They do have one back, but I don't think that's where Jack's going to go. Zone 9, of course, looking for the double. Having won the seniors, they'd love to win this as well and take home 2 trophies. Oh, pretty close, but it's going to head back into a good spot. It's a pretty good track. You can actually see, if you look closely, the lines on the green as it moisturises. As Gav said earlier, Gav Burson said, moisture will rise and you'll start being able to see the tracks. And you can make them out on the screen there. Zone 8 holding 3. You almost want to bust this open. Kicks this across. Oh, well, hasn't made it any worse. He doesn't make it really any better either. So if anyone's wondering where Zone 8 is, it's pretty much based around Wagga and south of there, out to Narrandera, Cootamundra, Harden. So pretty much the southwest of the state. Albury as well. Yep. Well, yeah, guys, it's a fair zone, fairly big zone. And then Zone 9, of course, is Sydney North, Manly, Mossman, all that kind of area. Dave Corns is watching. Well, he wants to... doesn't need to clobber it. He needs to move Jack back 2 feet. It's a precise shot. It's a positive line without a huge amount of weight. He's going to hold. It does get back. It leaves it up to his skip, I think, unless he's got one more. Back. So as they're crossing, I've been getting a lot of messages about what kind of cameras we use. A lot of interest out there in streaming. If the guys stay out of the way, I'll be able to show you this. That there is a Bird Dog P200. As you can see, they move around. That's how we keep track of things. My little robots at the back, we love them to death. And my little babies, and they're the ones that don't like getting wet. There are waterproof ones available for about $14,000 each, and I think that's going a bit far. Maybe if I win lotto, I'll donate a set. Yeah, and I control them from all in this little box in the office or wherever I'm commentating from. Remotely, which is really cool. But to be honest, at club level, oh, here we go. He's just touched it. Wow, he's made 4. Made it harder to move too. I reckon he's got to split him. He's got to crash. Oh, it's not going to turn. Not at the rate he wanted. Fine effort. But disappointment. As the wind, a big gust of wind just picks up. Which is why he stopped. And dropping in short, but out of the count. But it didn't matter because that's a big score, a big multiple. 4 it is. Takes them back to 10 and back within 2 shots all of a sudden. What a huge result. 10-12 after 15. Yeah, they were wrong. Where does he put that right? Yeah, we've gone right back to really long ends. So, Big Board says 26-39 after 41. The fortunes can change just like that. We're in a world of hurt. Zone 8, a big 4 turns things around, perhaps a little confidence even, just to get some, and end up playing shots like that. That's perfect. $17-7 next door. That is a concern for Zone 8. still says 13 and 14. There we go. Just fixed it. 10, 9, 13 on the far one. I think the math all adds up then too. Brilliant. Brilliant. Well done, everyone involved. All the seconds and the scoreboard umpire, scoreboard attendant. Brett Pieper. And around the back, excellent. So once again, Leeds doing 3 out of 4 bowls there are excellent. The one at the front will be influential. That one hung right out. There's still only the one in there for Zone 8. Well, it's positive. Plonks on there and sits. What a great shot. That's a bread and butter second shot, that one. It's the shot I like playing when I'm playing in second if there's one of the lead bowls, opposition lead bowls there. Number 1. Well, that was pretty close as a dead draw. Mr. Miller. Well done, Andrew. He's already adjusted the name in BowlsLink. This one's coming down a lot quicker. Oh, let's move that one to the back. So that was interesting. Longer ends make for a bit of a slowdown in the game as we watch this come all the way back. Looking for that zone 9 bowl to move, sit it and move it, and he's done exactly that. Just replaced it, and replaced it well. Bowls at the back are a little bit of a mishmash, so it's a bit random, but zone 8 holding 1 there. 42 ends. Oh, yeah, the math. Sorry, Trev. Yeah. Trevor Solomons, you're right. The scoreboard's going to be nuts. I'm not doing any math. I'm just doing exactly what the scoreboard attempts to put up. And it has changed now. Yeah, it is 42 ends. Oh, here it comes. What a reply. Look at this. Oh, jeez, he's gapped it. I thought he had Jack perfectly, just even a kickback there across to his own bowl, but how he got through that hole, it doesn't look possible from here. Wowee. Well, he's going to do the same with his own bowl as he did the zone 9 one. Just move it back. I don't know if it counts. Probably be close. But Scotty Sheppard will just be looking for pretty much the exact same shot as he played last time. He might just get fortunate blade of grass to move it across. He played it very well. And here it comes down. Skipper likes it. Skipper likes it a lot. Movement's good. Bump into them and across to the jack and lay down for 2. What a shot. Scott Sheppard. Well, hats off and everything. That's exactly the shot they wanted him to play. How amazing. So he lined this one up perfectly. Was told to come here. Ended up getting a great hit on the front bowls. Bounced off 2 and laid down and reversed it from what may have been 2 down to 2 up. 4-shot turnaround. Brilliant bowling. Well, I thought that was a fair track. It was actually the weight that was pretty good. Opportunity here. Matty Blackburn can jump in and add to the total pretty much. Can't see. I'm just trying to think whether he needs to cover or hide. Not really. There's one back to the right-hand side, which is not his. He didn't really make it with that. Well, this is the heavy shot I expected to see this time. Jack edged and jumped, and it went all the way back. His bowl, of course, is the toucher, which went there. We're all having a look to see which ones have got chalk on them. Marker goes all the way over to the right. I think the bowl that is holding shot is maybe 2 metres to the left of it. Lots of room to draw in. Pretty much all he has to do is get around to there. There you go. That's how much space he's got. Still not easy to, especially when the first one was quite short. 2 metres short. He's got to adjust another 5 metres and not throw his bowl in the ditch. He's done that quite well. I'll see if I'll just move that around, see if we can get that out from the scoreboard. I needed another metre at least. It's hard to judge the distance at this point. Well, these guys, they'll get the measure out and have a look anyway. Doing it the wrong way. Andrew, get him. He's got the... yeah. So it is 1 to zone 8 with a great shot by Quiggs. Now someone's added another line to that thing, have they? No. That's right. Just dropping some... internet's getting a bit patchy again, mate. So just got to keep an eye on that, everyone. Let me know if it starts failing. I'll run around and see if I can catch it before it dies. Not wrong. Manually catching the signal would be far easier than what's going on here at the moment. So let's adjust some scoreboards. 12, 11, 16 here. Next door. I don't know. The door after that, 10 all after 14. For totals of 28. I think that's the wrong way around. No, that's right. 39, 28, 44. Very good. Just hate to lead you all in the bum steer, but we've done it well. I just need to be able to see that middle rink, and I'll update you. Like I said, that's the worry rink I would suggest for Zone 8. The other two very, very close. And the rink in the middle really struggling after 15 ends. It's 17-8. They've come back a little there as well, which explains why there's only 11 shots between them on the big board, which is the one they've all got to watch, of course. Most important, it is still sectional play, so there is still shots on offer. And around the grounds, there's been small updates from Dundas. Nothing really changed much. Zone 16 still well and truly up over Zone 7, 13 and 6. 9 shots between them. After 51, Zone 11, 55, 52 over Zone 3, Zone 14 and Zone 10, who were locked in a decent battle earlier, is now kicked out 11 shots, 50 to 39 to Zone 14. Which might be a little bit of a turn up for the books. Zone 10 looking very strong on paper in that section. Now, well done, Trev. That sounds like a blast. Wow-wee. Just on the Facebook comments, Trev there having some things going on, which he's done very well at. Good on him. Love all your feedback. Love hearing about where you're from and what's going on. This bandwidth thing's becoming a worry. It's not zapping anyone out yet, but everything's still up and running. As soon as we start dropping it, guys, like I said, let me know. So I still think it's one to Zone 8, that front bowl. That's going to... it didn't stop. I was having a look. You'll just find out. It's pretty close here. One down. So one to Zone 8. That front bowl. The back bowl there is Zone 9. Pretty sure that's Michael Cleaver's bowl, actually. That one on the side must be a little closer than I thought. Maybe Blackburn having a good look. Oh, needs a touch to get across all the way, I think. Well, I don't think that helped. I actually think it laid it down and made it a little better for Zone 9. Having a really close look at that, isn't he? Interesting. That's interesting. Well, lads, thank you. Appreciate that. He's turned around and waved as well. Good on him. Get out of the way. Oh, they're wonderful. It's now 20-8 after 16, Dick's door. And real concerns on that rink for Zone 8. I keep saying those exact same words. They need to start scoring there. He's not. The reason I think he was looking, Matty, at the difference between the side one and the back one is there's a good run straight through the middle to take that front shot out and hold one. As it stands, it may not be possible. So he's just looking for that red window. The window between the red ones there. It's not the weight. Good line for what he was aiming at, I think. $21 ends each rink will need to play by the end of this. 63 ends total is the game. We're currently on 44. And there are, well, once I adjust this a little bit, 47 ends down, 44-28. Zone 8 at some point are really going to have to make a move. They are running out of ends. I know that 10 plus 6 is 19 ends to get it, and it's so much more than possible, but they're just not trending in that direction. They're not being able to get any momentum. When they do win, they tend to get knocked straight back. One it is to Zone 8, which makes it 12 all on this rink. Very, very even. Hope it's 12 all. Yep. 12 all after 17. Big board says something completely random, potentially 29. 44-29 or 29-44 after 48. Let's get this back up here so you can see properly. Beautiful. So once again, just since last time I've looked, welcome to NBC Sports out in Western Sydney, out near Parramatta, for the State Interzone Championships. I'm Benny Two Shoes. Guest commentators all around me coming in and out. We had Gab Burson earlier. I might get Jessie Cattell if she's interested to when Carl Healy's on this afternoon. I don't know about you guys, but I know Andrew and I are feeling pretty tired at the moment. I think we're both, it's a big day yesterday, and we're at the end of a long run of live streaming, of competitions. I'm looking forward to a couple of weeks, essentially, break. Before we run off again to various places. Where are you going, Andrew, for Open Gender Pennants? Are you looking at it now? Where? Yamba. Up there for some seafood, some prawns, a prawn capital of Australia, apparently, Yamba. Up there with Glenn Dixon and Jason Pinnock. Yep, they'll look after you up there, buddy. I'm heading up to Ettalong. I just booked my accommodation the other day. I'll be staying up there and pretty close to the club, and looking forward to a good week of bowls there too. Tent next to the greenkeeper shed is what Andrew just told me. You could be right. I'll stay in worse. 44.30 apparently. The big board says now, I don't know. Someone's messing with it up there. Wasn't Peeps that changed that. Let's have a look. Yep, that makes sense. Good math. So if you're looking at these and wondering why we're so far behind the games at Dundas, this morning one rink finished off the game from yesterday that was cancelled because of the rain. And so we had a little bit of a delayed start. I'm just glad we're getting the games in. Didn't look like it yesterday. This is a brilliant draw bowl right to the middle and sitting there. And what's noticeable is the ends this way seem to be a little more loose than the other way, so perhaps a little more difficult after the rain coming back in this direction, which I guess you could call the club end. This is better weight, I think. Or maybe it's a little long. Nope, it's going to sit beautifully right there. 1 to zone 9. Just a draw battle at the moment. Yep. Mr. Cousins from answering the question on YouTube. It is definitely a tiffy, this one. Fiona, g'day from, she's from Sunny Broom's Head. G'day, mate. Yep, Glenn Baxter. I think it's 30. Yep, like I said, I'm just reflecting exactly what's on the scoreboards. I'm not doing the math myself unless I get completely frustrated with it. So where's he going to put this? Let's have a look. He's putting it out nice and wide. They are turning back in from there for his bowls. Cross in front of the front ones and down. Is he there? Not quite. Here we go. Wants to get under that. Asking it to hold is the skipper. And he has, and he's drawn that beautifully straight between those front bowls. And next to the jack, zone 9, holding 2 there. And looking the goods at this end as well. Looks like Zone 8 have pulled a 3 from somewhere. I'll check that in a second. Oh, that's out wide. Very wide. I don't think he was looking for cover. I just don't think he played it all that well. I don't know whether he said 1 up or 1 down. Matty Blackburn there. I would have assumed it was 2 up, to be honest. Interesting. So 44-3. After 49 is the score there. 12 all on 17 here. Next door, 20-8 after 16 still. And on the far rink, I cannot see A barrier of humanity standing in front of it. Maybe human. Oh, that's quick. He hits that right. He's moved all of the zone 9 bowls except one. It's just dropped. Didn't quite go far enough. I'm going to suggest it's one. Yep, one. Oh, I think that's what he was calling. Just the one. Wow, can you believe that? What a brilliant shot. Just didn't quite get the result. I think Blackburn can be forward to be pretty strong. He doesn't want to touch that one. But into the blue one at the front, or even the red one, he's got every opportunity on that hand. I can't believe that shot. Oh, I'll tell you what, same rule here. Little touch, actually, he's nailed his own. Oh. Wow. So it's definitely 1-9 now at the moment. Similar shot available for Matty Blackburn. Dave Quigley not quite getting the right angle. It was pretty close. Yep, punch on that. Well, didn't get the shot. And opened out on that hand. Doesn't matter. It is 1 to zone 9. Just want to point out, because he asked me to do it. Bag of his socks. Keep going. They're pretty cool, actually. I like them. All right. Bowl comes down, sits behind Jack. Looking good. So Rodney Cramp saying, Kevin I and Peeps, you can't add up. Yep. Good on you, Trevor. Keep trying, mate. We'd love to have you out on the greens and be ashamed to lose you. Don't forget to try those arms, mate. You got lots of little aids and things for guys that need them. Another strong start. So I'm back to my scoreboard duties again. 33-45 after 50. 13 ends remaining in this game. And 13 ends remaining. 12 shots in it. So we're nearly at a shot and end required by zone 8. This rink, of course, very, very close. 13-12 to zone 9. After 18 ends, 3 ends remaining this rink. Next door, they haven't updated their scoreboard for a significant amount of time, so we'll just let that ride. And I still can't see the end on it, even though that does interest me. That's a 12 to zone 9. Yep, so they may not have updated theirs either. So either way, good head of bowls coming down here by these guys. 3 ends left on this rink. Yeah, I'd love to see the scoreboard. I think that's the one that's the big change at the moment. comes. He wants Jack. Nailed it and sat next to it and actually moved it back. I don't know if he counted the back zone 8 bowl in. Yes, look at that. Matty Blackburn into it. How about that one, he says. Quig's having a good look. Look, the draw's on, but he's also saying if you clunk that, that'll move out. And to me, that looks like an easier shot than a draw around those front ones. Don't get me wrong, you can still see the jack. It's a little exposed. I think half of it anyway. It's missed. Yep, he's under. "12, 13, 16 is what that says. Which means somehow recently it looks like Zone 8 scored a 3 on that one. And again, I don't think your math is quite right. 51, 45, 34 is the important one. 12 ends to go total. He's put this one out pretty wide. They can do it one at a time, Zone 8. They're going to have to do it well. Almost perfectly, in fact. "11 shots in it after 51 ends. 12 ends to go. Nope, that's wrong as well. Peeps just has come up and adjusted it. 45, 35 now. So 10 shots in it. 11 ends to go. That's interesting. As I said, 10 ends, 11 ends to go. We get this to 63. Zone 8 almost having to be perfect across 3 rinks at the moment. They're playing a very determined Zone 9 team. They are Zone 9 team. Just make sure I enunciate that. Who are really looking to double up and chase their seniors' efforts. This is going to cling to the front and move things around. What's it done? Oh, it followed Jack around. Has he got the shot? No, he's still holding 1 to Zone 9. That is very, very nice, but gives Zone 9 an opportunity. That's under. And through. Probably a little too much weight, in fact. Still tense. It's not a flogging by any means. This is still very possible for Zone 8. There's some players shaking hands up top here. Must be some games finishing up. We'll try to keep you up to date with what's going on there. This one here is going to bounce around to the Zone 9 bowl and move it away. Probably 1, 2 down is what the call was. So 2 up to Zone 8. Good on you, Trevor. Good morning, Darren Draper. Good to see you, mate. You're late. Well, here it comes. Bounce off there and sits. 3 threes and 9. He's into it. We love it. Andy Harris, what a champion. He's high energy, I can assure you of that. Well, this is the reply. Look at this. Onto that bowl, cross and flop onto the jack. What a shot. This is brilliant. This is top-notch bowling happening here. Wow, that was quite a breeze that just kicked through. How to get rid of it, how to move it now is the question. Pop round, try to kick Jack across perhaps onto his own bowls. He's got an option, but they are 2 down is what he said. Now, come up and have a look. Skipper didn't want to. It's a long way down there, he says. Scott Sheppard says, no, come and have a look. So I bought my new shoes the other day, guys. I got some Asics, but they're white. I'm going to have to change the colour of them. So anyone got any advice on how to dye cloth? I've never done it before. Good way to ruin a good pair of $160-odd pair of shoes. Well, he's put it on good track for a draw, but I think he pushed it a little bit too hard. That's about all. Didn't miss by much. Very good effort. Zone 8 holding 2. Wanting a couple more. 53 ends down. 45-35. I don't know why I changed the end and not the score, but there you go. That's what's on the scoreboard. Well, stayed 2, I think, the Zone 8. Pretty sure. It's a really good effort by all the bowlers there. That was a good head of bowls. Yeah, all right. Well, game is definitely on again. 37-45. It still says 53 ends. Don't ask me. It looks all right to me. But 10 ends to go. How did they get down there? I was looking at his shoes, wasn't I? Ten ends left. We're at up and back level, I think. 2 ends on this rink. And, well, 8 shots in it. Oh, here we go. Bang, swallows it, takes it all the way back off the line. That's how you start. Some people would call him a drive and lead. I just think that's brilliant. Data rate's going well. Happy again. Touch wood. And the reply was pretty good too. And the leads have really, I'll just say their names again. It's Jonathon Watson from Zone 8 and Matthew Harris from Zone 9. They've had an amazing game. A couple of only two really loose ends, I'd say, total. So we're starting to get scores back from the other places. 63 ends, so 2 games finished. Zone 15 has beaten Zone 4 78-56. Zone 16 has defeated Zone 7 68-49. They're the 2 games that have finished. One really close to finishing 65-43. Zone 12 over Zone 5 after 61. And that's here. That's at the top green. So it's moved it around again. While I was doing that, 13-14 on 19. The other important thing is that Zone 8 have actually jumped ahead on this rink, which is a bit unexpected. Been very close the whole way. 20-9 after 17 next door. They're the ones that I don't think are updating their scoreboard often enough. Oh, lots of room to draw into. Has he pushed it too far? Maybe a little bit. 12-14. After 17 of the far rink. which potentially adds up. I don't know. This one looks tight to me. It's not going to run on either. Maybe tricked him a little bit. Like I said, the rinks has gone long once again. Distinctive ends. The Zone 9 really playing a medium to short length. And Zone 8, T to T, maximum length almost every time. It's really showing up. Clunks in the back and sits. Well, reaching's handy, obviously. Oh, they're getting closer. Slowly creeping up. As I said, they need to be pretty much perfect. They could do it with one and end. And that's how it's going at the moment. It is now 45-38 after 54 ends. 9 ends to go. 7 shots between the two teams. Zone 8 are coming. Caution needed everywhere. Well, something's changed again on the scoreboard. Keeps wandering away. 40-45 after 54. Wow. Now on their way. Trouble for Zone 9. They want to be careful. We have seen already, this tournament, the one previous in the seniors, one of the most bizarre victories from behind I've ever seen. Zone 12 over, can't remember. Zone 8, actually, I think it was. There you go. And that running back as well. Well, I'm trying to find out where that score came from. Which rink. 12-16 on 18, I think, is still correct. What? Nope, there's an extra 2 there. Middle rink. Like I said, I don't think they update their scores well often enough. You can't see it anyway. It doesn't actually matter. So cluster of bowls, and I still think, it might be 4 even, Zone 8 here. Big trouble. Where's my cattle prod? Well, they're crossing over. The scores, like I said, I think we had mostly complete games. Yeah, Dundas still going, surprisingly, considering how much earlier they started this morning than us. Maybe their greens are running a little bit quicker. Different amount of rain, different surface, but we're nearly finished. And a lot of their scores, well, maybe they just haven't updated. To be honest, there's also that possibility. They were updating regularly, but if they're all done, they're all done. Interesting times here for Zone 9. It's 20:10 after 18 next door. So they've got 3 ends left. Oh, yeah, there's the shot. Oh, he's moved it back. I don't think he's actually holding, but it's a big rescue. Hats off. He's cracking me up. I love it. Yep, 3 threes, exactly. He's high energy. What a good man. Here's the question. What's he do? It's down the forehand. I think that's right. So he's only shot on. He can bump in his own and flop. He can do all sorts of funny things just there, but this might stop the little... So far, if he's holding shot, and I think he might be... Zone 8. Yeah, 1 down is the call. It's zone 9, 1 down. Shot is, well, there for the taking. That bowl there that he's pointing at, it's the one they want to move. They pump that through a little bit. They've got probably, well, they've got another one there anyway. Hit it and sit. Does want to reach. Well, around it comes. It's not going to come far enough, I don't think. Bang, sits there, though. Yeah, good try. Claps all round. 1 to zone 8. Boy, oh boy. 15-13 after 20. This is the final end. 2 shots between them on this end, on this rink. Next door, 20-10 after 18. Still 16-12 after 17 on the far rink. 16-12 after 18. Thanks, guys, for the update on the far rink. Jeez. 41-45. 4 shots between them after 56 ends. Look, zone 9 have been up in a big way the whole time. And this comeback out of nowhere is pretty remarkable. We'll try to hang around to the end. 45-41. 4 shots between them. 8 ends remaining total. That doesn't make sense either. Yeah, it does. And a little bit of a heavier start than he may have wanted. John Watson, sorry. That one running past as well. The zone 8 lead, John Watson's run T to T pretty much since they got the mat back a couple of ends ago, and dropped that one a little short. Don't know whether a skip asked for it. They're currently zone 8 leading 2 rinks to 1, and it's still down on the big board. Seven ends left. Damien Miller just wants to draw into the jack. He's had quite a game as well, by the way, Damien. Those Henselite duos really showing up next to the jack. And that one just running past. So little collection of zone 9 bowls building in there. I want to cover that. Zone 8. And still 2010 on 18 next door. They're just not updating the scoreboards regularly, these guys. It's a little bit frustrating, but around this one comes. That's what I'm talking about, Damien. Oh, there's another one on the zone 8 scoreboard next door. They're up and back in the middle. And everyone very much counts at the moment for zone 8. Oh, this could be a grandstand finish. 42-45. 3 shots between them. 6 ends remaining total. We're on our last end here. Next door, they're going up and back. And then in the final rink, they're taking their time. 12-16 after 18 still. Slow as a wet week over there. Get on with it. Yeah, well said, Trev. What have I got? Any rain on the radar? Mick DeBono says, no, there's not at the moment. Knock on wood. It's all up north of us. It's pretty cloudy and horrible, but it's not wet. It's pretty chilly too. All right. So there's 2 shots here currently to zone 8. Very, very important that they hold on to the mat. They're running out of ends to catch them up, but they don't have far to go. Wants this to hurry a little. It hasn't quite, but it's another one around there, another usable bowl for zone 9. An important game. There's not much in it anymore. You've got to finish top of your section thanks to the rain. You've got to finish top of your ladder. And these guys, whoever wins this, will actually be in the hot seat, almost in pole position for it. Runs the turn, not going to get it. It's a little heavy. Yeah, just rolls in that zone 9 bowl. They are holding to zone 8. And in some intrigue, what do you do now? Do you crack it open? Move something through? I think that was the call. It's not in your way. Let's get through there, mate. Lots of questions being asked, of course. Well, instructions have been given. Lining up. No, he's under. He's under. And we'll probably be a little cranky with that one. Zone 8 can build this, and I'm looking, he's holding 2 with another one. He draws the game even. A 2, any multiple here against zone 9 is great for zone 8. Looking at the big board. On the other hand, zone 9 will maybe get the shivers creeping up on them now. Well, they have scored another 2, so it's 47-42, so there's 5 shots between them now. 5 ends to go. Hasn't kicked out past one end for a fair while. I'm not even sure where that ball went. Wasn't happy with it. It was out of bounds. Well, a bit of a challenge here. We've got he's looking hard and he's taking his time. Like I said, he really does need to move something. That scoreboard's still pretty terrifying for zone 9, despite being up. Fast finishing zone 8, doing very well. Kicks this across. He's touched nothing. It's a good effort. Peeps certainly liked it. Oh, around that one in a clean run. Won't matter. That's 3. Matty Blackburn's got a task here. He has to move something around. Dropping a 3 right now is absolutely tragic for his team. 14, 16, 19 on, I think it's the far rink. Yep, that'll make sense. So that was where that 2 extra came from. $20.11 on 19 next door in this slowish game, and our rink I'll have a look at in a second. 13, 15, 20. We're not going to see where this finishes, but still can't see what's going on. It's 2. Yeah. Was it 2 to zone 8? It was 2 to zone 8. So they go to 17. 17-13 is the final score on this rink. Well done, zone 8 here. I'm not going to be able to move the cameras around, but I'll be able to keep an eye on what's going on next door, because the speed of this finish is going to be huge. Actually, what I'll do first is have a look at that important thing. 47-44 now. So 3 shots in it after 59. They won't let go, zone 8. They can see the finish line. Zone 9 clinging on for dear life. Let's go next door and see what's going on. They're nearly done. Everyone's nearly done. 20-11 next door, 19. 14-16 after 19 at the other end. There's a head of bowls to look at, plus someone delivering. We're not going to get accurate or anything to really call here. It's all about the score. Zone 8 creeping up. Hard to tell. Next door is interesting. This one is as interesting. We've got a laugh up there. They're having fun. They must have killed it. They're still going there. We'll stick to the end rink right now. What's the phone? Someone calling the bowls office to see if bowls is on today. Well, there doesn't change much on that rink, so looks like a score at the moment to zone 9. This one, they're measuring an end. They don't know what's going on. I'm more interested in those scoreboards. Waiting. Zone 8 have won this rink at least and got 1 point with a 17-13 victory. Next door, it is 20-11. There's 9 shots between them with 2 ends to go. They're unlikely to win that rink, Zone 8. However, the big board is so close. Any shot they get's going to be handy. There's peeps in the background keeping a close eye on them. Wow. Zone 8 looked to be holding 4 over on that far rink. I'll just move this around so we can actually see that both heads. There we are. That's better, isn't it? I was just watching the players rather than the scoreboards. It's pretty interesting. It's pretty loose, by the way, the leads. Look at that. I think it was 2. Scoreboard being updated quickly this time, so that'll be nice. I can't see it, of course. 16 on the right. Nope. Yep, can't see it. Maybe I'll use this camera instead. Let's go. Number 1. Might get a view past them. Let's have a squiz. Super important. Want to keep these scores updated. Let's say 14-18 after 20 on the far rink. Zone zone 8. Yep. Well, like I said, inexorable. They're on their final end. The big board score has got to be crazy to see at the moment. Let's get that camera like that a little bit. 60 ends. Down. 47-46. One shot in it. 3 ends to play. Zone 8 will not stop. They are coming and coming and coming. And Zone 9 are having trouble holding on. Pretty loose head next door, actually. Bit of a mess. Oh, is it the best one? Might be. That's from zone 9. Three ends left. This rink's got 2. The other guys on the other side are on their final end. Oh, that's beautiful. Oops, silly boy. They were looking so good. At one point, they were up by nearly 15 shots at one point. Now back to within 1. This game momentum. Zone 9 had it all at the start. Now the skipper's going down now. Having a look. Plenty of space in there for either skipper. Oh, and a little touch and cuts it across. Although his bowls, I just don't know. Might get an indication. 1 down is the call. 1 down to zone 9, 1 up zone 8. They score this one, they are dead even. Next door still going with their end. Their final end, potentially? Not sure. Oh, it's still 1 down. Tension is real. It's palpable. That one all the way to the back, potentially just for some cover. That is where Jack will go if that head gets hit. If the white bowl gets hit, that's where Jack's going. This is big. A couple there at least. Oh, no, 1, I think, was the call to zone 9. This one pretty close to the Jack. Oh, and he's done something. What is it? One to zone 9. Sorry, zone 8. Thank you, voice of God. Can't remember what rink it is. That one. So 12:20 after 20 on this rink, the one we're kind of watching. Duck back to that camera. That's a pretty good view. Like that, I guess. Here we go. Nice. All right. While I'm doing that, though, let's look at this big board because it is 47 all after 61, ladies and gentlemen. We are dead even with one rink each, one end each on each rink. Unlike it could be a tie, but boy, oh boy, it might be close to one. And the far rink, it looks like 2018 even. Nope, 14, 18 after 20. Yep, that's good. So scores are right. 47 all, 63 ends down, 63, 62. See, I was thinking 63. 61, math. Ugh. It's been a long morning, mate, already. Here he comes and drops onto the jack. Just as close as anything. Next door's taking their time. I want to see what goes on and what finishes potentially. They are having a good chat. The guys out the front here, I'm having a look. They're all clustered around a heater. It's like a campfire out there on the balcony. It is pretty chilly. This one getting pretty close as well. On the far rink, one of the guys chasing his bowl down. I can't really see what's happening. I could move across, I guess, but let's see. I want to know what their score was. That's the most important thing. Well, they're still going. That's all right. Very interested in their score. .47 all, inseparable. Zone 8 and Zone 9 towards the end of this game. Well, let's move something up as well. Probably wasn't his own bowl. Yep, 2 at the moment to 8. Yep. Zone 8, of course, the country team from out west, from Albury out to Narandra, miles away. And Zone 9 from pretty close to here, northern Sydney area. Yeah, Young to Hay to Tuart. And Albury is what Andrew's telling me. What will they be called in the new regions? Central West?
Southwestern, I think.
Okay, Southwestern, there you go. Well, that's dropped in a pretty good home. Just waiting for final 2 bowls next door. And these guys here will know what they need to catch up by or defend. Take your pick. Down he comes. Bang, bang. Jack is a dead end. Another dead one. These guys will keep going. Next door, probably to finish up. I'll zoom in there and see what I can see. Who's holding what. It's super important. That's a Zone 8 bowl. Can't see the second shot, but that's at least one zone 8 bowl right now. That's the best view I possibly can for you at all times. I can't always be standing right in front of me. So it's the zone 9 bowlers, the second one. Shot. Oops, it's gone back. Come on, camera. Don't do that to me. Real cluster in the front there, isn't it? It's crazy. Round this comes. Doesn't matter. They'll worry about that in a second. These guys are about to finish this end, and we'll find out. Well, there's one at the moment at zone 8. That's the end of that game. Zone 8 on the far rink. Finish up 19-14 after 21 ends. No? I'd say yes. I'm going to back myself in there.
Oh, yeah. 1940 win.
And what's going on there? That's more what I wanted. So they've finished up. We'll zoom out. Back to here, back to this last one, because this is huge. There is one shot between them, and zone 8 hold it. For the first time today, they are ahead. It is one shot, and there is one end to go. Zone 9 need to win this end. Draw will just stay a draw because it's sectional play. And that's a killer for this section, I think, at the moment. If I look at the... go back to the competition, look at the ladder. Yeah, look, zone 2's won it by 8. So they're on 18. Whoever gets this is in the box seat for the next shot. You know, they rely on other results, of course, but so who plays next round? Next round, 8 plays 1, 9 plays 2. Back to that. 8 plays 1, 9 plays 2. Yeah, it's just math, but look, a draw is hurtful, I would say, at this point. One shot between them. I don't know who's holding the shot there, because I haven't been watching this game. This rink, that's an zone 8 bowl that was holding the shot. May still, I don't know. Goodness me, what a game. Phil Loveky saying, great, we'll finish again. I agree. Matty Hazel saying, bowling dad. On you, Matty. Yeah, having a look. Everyone walking around. No real indication. Just get one close. Everyone else finished. This is the last rink on. Delaying my lunch. Oh, here he comes, dropping just short. Can't afford to be short. It's staggering that it was coming down to this. Like I said, I thought they were, they didn't really weren't getting flogged the whole way. It was a consistent 8 to 15 shots between them on the big board, and this just crept back up slowly on the back of a bit of a comeback Well, very much. It was close on this rink and ended up 17-15. And then the far rink, similar, was 12 all at one point, I think. And then the middle rink, which we're watching right now, 20-12 is about right. There are about 10 shots between them most of the game. But they've come back as well. Smell hot dogs. Huh? Here it comes. It's heavy. Through and all the way into the ditch. It's all about weight here. Well, not really, didn't get a turn either. Angles are funny. So we're getting an indication now of who's got what. No, we won't. Zone 8 is the call from my right, the great Andrew Lynn. The red one at the front, I think, was the... Yep. This is somewhere in the area. Oh, he's in. That's one at zone 9. Currently, game is tied. Skipper's left. 4 bowls left in this game. Zone 8 up by 1 shot. Yeah, he's got forehand shot, which is played onto his own. Maybe the jack, maybe anything. Looks like, didn't quite get a touch. Slipped through a gap at the back. This looks like a backhand shot. Is that what he played? Yep. Well, he's done nothing. Yeah, I reckon he's doesn't. It's not having, like you said, having a good discussion. Shots on. Yep, right into there. The players lined up on the bank, watching and waiting. The fate of their competition may rely on this bowl, especially zone 8. Well, taking a while to get back there. He's lining up now. Needs to replace that bowl to stop the tie, and a bit of a free kick to his opposition to win the game with his last bowl. He's come down very quick. He's hit it. He's nailed it. Wow. Zone 8. What a shot. I reckon this could be the hot shot. He's off our rink, but he's just saved the game there, taking it from a tie and a possible loss to a very difficult shot for the Zone 9 team. 1 bowl left. this whole game. And they're currently one shot down. He needs to move Jack in. Are we going to see another dead end? Once again, had a good look, good considered look. Was now looking back. And here's the delivery. First delivery was a ripper. This one here, well, it's in there and around it. Is it weighty enough for at least one shot? That's what he wants. Oh, it flopped the wrong way. Hands are being shaken. As they should. Oh, one. Maybe. What? Nope, that one didn't count at all. Well, Zone 9 are calling one down, so Zone 8 have won this. The question is by how many?
Yeah.
I think. It's going to go fast. Sorry about that. Make everyone dizzy. And it is 49-47 after 63. Zone 9 have scraped through. That is absolutely remarkable. Right, well, I'm going to duck out here pretty quick, everyone. That was a long game to watch. Thanks so much, everyone, for getting involved and enjoying the coverage. Thanks, everyone, for joining us.